how to trade your fragrances safely. This video is going to have a lot of information. So if you have no desire to learn how to trade your fragrances without getting scammed, I'll see you in the next one. All right. Easily the most requested video in a long time. How to trade fragrances safely. Let's get into it. First, I only trade on Facebook. I've just found it's the safest, most widely used option out there. You can trade on places like Reddit, Instagram, TikTok. Personally, I stick to Facebook. You're then going to want to join one of the Facebook groups. Now, because there's a ton of people trying to get into these groups, it's taken a while for that, like the admins to process. I cannot tell you which ones I'm in, but I'm in all of the Facebook fragrance sales and trades groups, all of them. If you are listing an item for trade, you got to do a few things. You got to take really good pictures of it, front, bottom, atomizer, juice level, all of it. Take as many angles as you can for your listing. You're either going to be putting it up for sale, you need to put the price that you want to sell it for, or you're just going to put in your description, it's for trade. And typically, if you're just listing your item for trade, you need to then put what you're in search of, or as the groups use, ISO, in search of. That way, if people have those, they can offer it to you straight away. Now, if you are looking on these Facebook groups and you find something you want to trade and you want to shoot your shot, let's just say you're scrolling Facebook, you see this, you want it. You're going to message this person. While you have messaged them to ask them if it's still for trade, check out their profiles. Look at their name, try and look at pictures. Try to do your best to see if it's a fake profile. You can check the date that they joined the Facebook groups. Typically, I don't trade with brand new people. Typically, I mean, if you're gonna get scammed, it's gonna be from someone who's like brand new in the group. But because there's so many new people joining this little hobby that we all love, there's new people joining all the time. Once you verify and you're comfortable with that person, you're gonna ask them for references. So a reference is, let's just say you and I have traded. I'm Cal, you're Mike. You and I are each other's references. So if I was doing a trade with someone, I'd say, hey, my reference is Mike. You can ask them about how our experience went. Typically, those people always go and check. They're like, hey, Mike, how was your trade with Cal? Did he pack everything correctly? Did he ship on time? Was it a real product? All of that stuff. The problem with a lot of new people is they don't have references. So typically, because you don't have a reference, you're gonna have to most likely ship first. And how that works is, so if you have seen this and you and the gentleman agree on the trade, but you don't have references, the only way around it usually, if you confirm with him and his references that he's legit, you're usually good to then send your item out first. It's gonna take a while to get the trade done, but it's the only way you can do it because he's most likely not gonna wanna trade with you because you don't have any references. Once the trade is all agreed upon, you will pack this up as good as you can. Bubble wrap, paper, everything. You're gonna put it in a box, seal it up. You can do UPS, USPS, FedEx. I personally prefer UPS and FedEx. USPS is a bit of a nightmare. They're a little cheaper, but it's not worth the headache in my opinion. Before you head to UPS, you need to get the person's full name, address. Again, double check that that full name matches their profile. That's usually a red flag as well. So now you have this person's full name, address. You're gonna wanna pack everything up. When you head out to UPS, ship it like you would ship something normally. You need to then copy that tracking number, take a picture of it, and send it to the person. Whenever I ship stuff, I keep track of my tracking that I've sent out and I give the person updates. It just makes everybody feel more comfortable and more at ease with the situation. Then you both need to agree on a mutual, like a ship date. You both need to agree what the plan is. So typically if you don't have references, you're gonna have to ship out first. But if you have references, they have references, it all checks out. You both just need to decide like, hey, I'm gonna ship tomorrow, Monday, 11 o'clock, you know, stuff like that. Communication is key in this. The more you can communicate with each other, the better. Unfortunately, I do not know what to look out for in terms of like fake products, but when you have found something online that you want and they don't have like a lot of pictures, ask them to send you stuff. So ask them for the front, the bottom, the cap. Also ask them for the atomizer so you can see what this looks like. And then just do your own research on Google. Search Jupe Homme fake bottle and try and match up the pictures the best you can. Typically, if you have done your research in the Facebook groups and you've asked this person for references, I'm sure it happens, but I've never really seen someone who's like legit, who trades all the time, who has shipped out a fake product. Another way to look up your potential trade partner, like once you've like messaged them, you can do a legit check in these groups. And what that is so if you and I are trading together, you would type in the group, can I get a respectful, legit check on Cal? All the people I've traded with, typically these groups are very good by jumping on board with legit checks because it's mutually beneficial for the whole group. So you will make a post, hi, can I get a respectful, legit check on Cal? I'm thinking about trading with him. And then you'll see a ton of people who have traded will comment, and then you're typically good to go from there. All you guys need to do is figure out the ship date and the logistical part of this. Another way you can do this without references, sometimes the group admins will collect money from both of you. So if I place a value of $50 on this, and your trade partner puts a trade value of $50 on this, you both send $50 to the group admins. And once the trade is completed and everything checked out, the admins will typically keep like $5 from each of you, and then you'll get like your 45 back. It's a good way to be fully protected. I've never done it that way. I've always kind of just like lucked out with doing as much homework as I can on the person. Check their social media, check their page, check their pictures, look at their family on Facebook. Do you know what I'm saying? Also, you're not going to get accepted into these groups if you've just made like a brand new Facebook page or you're making this like anonymous page. You need to make sure it's like yourself. Typically, members in the group don't trade with like faceless accounts. I personally wouldn't. Trading's fun, man. Trading's a really fun part of this. It's just like fantasy football trading. Just like fantasy football trading for fragrances. You also both need to agree on the terms of it. Is cash involved? You need to agree on the price, what you each think it's worth. And if something feels off, move on. There's a million people out there who are legit and just want to trade safely, to have fun with this and to grow their collection. So if something looks sketchy to you or feels sketchy, or the price is too good to be true, or they're offering you a blonde amber for a jupe homme, if it's too good to be true, it most likely is in these groups. Just move on to the next one. Most of all, man, have fun with this and just be a good person too. Stay on top of your shipment, package it really nicely. Another thing these groups do is you add samples in there for the person. So if you're done with samples, put them in the box. Let the next person find their next dream scent. It's a cool community to be a part of. And just remember, your word is everything in these groups. Your word is everything, because everything runs through your references. You give another person a bad experience, everybody's gonna find out about it, and that's you kind of toasted. But have fun with it. It's a fantastic way to grow your collection and find new scents.